Imagine you've bought a new car that has never been tested in any way. The car was just rolled off the assembly line and given to you. Would you feel comfortable driving that car? Of course not. Testing and monitoring are critical aspects in delivering a new car or a new system. Hello, and welcome to Testing and Monitoring. In this video, you will learn the types of testing done in the realize phase, how to use SAP tools to monitor systems and processes. First, let's review the three main options for transition into S/4HANA. System conversion without any major innovation, greenfield implementation, system conversion with considerable innovation. How do these three scenarios lead to different approaches regarding testing? Let's look at the kind of testing you conduct in the realize phase. Functional testing. Does the system produce an invoice? Is the calculated VAT correct? Is the volume discount included? Performance testing. Can you create invoices fast enough in your new solution, even if it is the result of a system conversion? Volume testing. Will your forecast tool be able to cope once you have loaded all the data? Will it still work if your amount of data increases every year? Regression testing. If you change a configuration setting or a block of code in the billing program, do you still produce a valid invoice? Are you still able to mass produce invoices? Does the screen for the user change where you'll need to explain the purpose of the new detail? In a greenfield implementation, you might not need much regression testing. If the project ends in a few months, you might not need to make any changes related to new legal requirements. In a system with small amounts of data, performance and volume testing can possibly be skipped if you size the environment properly. Functional testing or regression testing with a focus on functionality is always needed in any scenario. Regression testing with a focus on volume and performance is needed in the case of system conversion involving large amounts of data or users. And since there are a lot of cloud-based systems, don't forget to test network bandwidth and other network details, like authentication. There are other types of tests, like disaster recovery testing, but those can wait for the deploy phase. They are agnostic regarding the solution details. Only the software and hardware that supports the solution are relevant. Now that we've discussed testing, what about monitoring? Monitoring is closely related to testing activities. Can the system send purchase orders fast enough to the suppliers? Tools like SAP Solution Manager and SAP Cloud ALM have a role to play here. They can monitor not only systems, but also how a process or interface is being executed. Is it fast? Slow? Are there errors? Monitoring objects, identifying them, and providing guidelines, thresholds for them are also tasks within the Explore phase. Many monitors are provided out of the box by SAP for SAP products and some other non-SAP products. The most advanced ones need to be configured and tested. For example, is the monitor that controls how long it takes to create a purchase order and send it to the supplier able to capture relevant data? Does it raise an alert based on the identified thresholds, such as 15 seconds between the creation and execution of the interface that sends the document to the business partner? You not only test the business process for purchasing, but you also test if you configured your monitors correctly. Let's recap. In this video, you learned how the types of testing conducted in the realize phase, functional, performance, volume, regression. You learned the environments where these tests are required and not required. And finally, you learned how to use SAP tools such as Solution Manager and Cloud ALM to monitor systems and processes.